Today I'm going to be talking about this Arabian perfume that is called Queenstown Perfume and it's by Maison Alhambra, and this one is a dupe for this one that I have a sample of, and this one is called Q Intense by Dolce & Gabbana. So are they similar or no? Is this a good dupe or not? Do they smell, this one, does it smell cheap or does it smell good? Well, I'm gonna try to answer your question. Let's start with this one and then we can go to the comparison. Before keep going, I want to invite you to subscribe to the channel and don't forget to click on the bell. I get a dark cherry aroma that is not really very intense, but is there. I also get some jasmine, and the jasmine is pretty much minimum. And I also get some heliotrope, and I get some amber. It's a kind of a powdery and at the same time but balsamic type of aroma, and it's not very sweet, but I will say that it has some sweetness to it. It's not really sweet perfume, but it does have some sweetness added to it, which I always think that's nice for a perfume to have. Now, when I compare this one to this one, how similar are they? I will say, if I have to give you a number, I would say like 97% similar. The difference is here, what is it that I get in here? Let's start with that. Here I also get a nice heliotrope, being a strong no. Here it is strong, but here it is actually stronger. I also get the balsamic aroma coming from the amber, like here the balsamic ambery aroma. I also get the dark cherry. Now the dark cherry here is stronger compared to this one, which is something that is not, but do keep in mind, with both perfumes, that dark cherry is there, and even so it's stronger here compared to this one. That dark cherry aroma is not really very strong. It's there, but it's not like very powerful, like you will say you spray the perfume and just say cherry right away. No, it's more like you spray and it's like, okay, let me see, oh, cherry. See what I mean? It's not really mild, but it's not strong either. Now, one big difference about these two fragrances, even so they are similar, they do smell similar. One thing that is different is that this one I will call it unisex. In this one I will call it unisex too, but more leaning feminine, versus this one is kind of in the middle. Can be wear for a guy or can be wear for a girl. It doesn't matter. Both, I think it will be just fine in both men or women, versus this one is unisex but it leans feminine. So this one is a little sweeter compared to this one. And here, see, the thing with this one is when it comes to projection, this one projects quite strong, way stronger compared to this one, which I am surprised, because usually the dupes perform, when it comes to projection and lasting time and all that, they usually perform the same as the original, and in some cases even better than the original. But here, no, the original wins, because the projection here is quite strong, and that's another reason why I think this is a little more unisex compared to this one. And this one, like I was saying, is sweeter too. But here, in both fragrances, what you get, when I was trying it, smelling both side by side, what I get is that heliotrope, ambery, balsamic aroma, that it has some sweetness in it, and some dark cherry. The cherry is not fresh, it's not ripe, juicy, top of ice cream cherry. No, it's a dark cherry, a little more of a sour cherry, but like I'm just saying, just a dark cherry. Just imagine a dark cherry, put that in my image in your head, and that's what I get in both fragrances. But the cherry projects better here than it does here. When it comes to lasting power, this one on me lasts around 8 hours, versus this one lasts around 6 hours, which I was surprised, because usually for many dupes that I have tried, they usually, most of the time, they perform the same time, and like I was saying, some performs even longer than the original. But in this case, the original wins. It does last longer, and it does project stronger. Now, this one especially is one that I don't think is good for summer, because this one will give you a headache. It did me when I was wearing it and it was hot outside. It was too much. But in winter, when it was cold, it was nice and pretty and super wearable, no problem there. Versus this one, no, this one is more wearable, especially in summer. I didn't have, it's still strong and still, because I had heliotrope, that powdery balsamic aroma can be a little too much sometimes. But this one and when it was hot outside, it wasn't as bad as this one. This one was just too much for me anyway. In my case, this one was a little too much to wear in the heat. But when it's cold outside, and not just cold, but the weather is, you know, starting to go down, starting to be a little chill, then both of them are beautiful fragrance. Now, another thing too, both of those, they come across clean. They don't come across really like heavy, but even so, you will see, well, dark cherry, heliotrope, amber, what are you talking about? It has to be a super heavy aroma. No, they do actually come across like clean. Believe it or not, that both of them come across like clean. And also, I do think of both fragrances as something that has a nice, beautiful vintage aroma and vintage perfume, you know, something that somebody from the, I don't know, 40s, 50s will wear. It's not a grandma smell. No, because many people think when you say vintage, they are thinking, oh, it's just grandma. Oh, does it smell old? Oh, does it smell just super powdery? No. To me, they both smell very elegant, very classy. They are pretty perfumes, but they do have that vintage aroma, which to me, to be honest with you, I think they smell nice. I think it's pretty, but the main difference with both of them, that's why I wouldn't say, oh, they're 99% similar to each other. No, but I will say 97 because this one does projects quite stronger compared to this one. This one is, like I was saying, perfect unisex perfume. I see it just perfect being worn for a girl or a guy, versus this one is unisex, but it does lean more feminine. This one is more wearable. If you ask me to choose, I would like to wear this one better because it's a little sweeter, and also because it just leans a little more feminine because it's not as strong. But if you are the type of person that you like really strong, powerful perfumes and you really want to show off that, maybe you will just want to save and go for this because this one is more expensive than this one. But this one, I do think another beautiful fragrance that also has that vintage aroma going on that I think it smells just pretty, just really classy and pretty, is this one that is called the Red Perfume. And I already made a video talking about this fragrance and I'm gonna put that video next, so if you're interested you can just click and watch it. Thank you very much and I will see you next time. Bye.